Good morning and welcome to Joy News Interactive. I'm Benis Abu Bedu. President Mugabe is coming to Ghana next week. How do you feel about that? And interesting comments on Twitter about the just released WASI results, and Emanuela is in town. What do you have to tell her? What questions do you have? Well, reserve your questions and comments for her and you can let me know it when she arrives. But here's how to get interactive with us on Facebook. Our name is Joy News on TV. When you get there, the various issues we discuss here are posted there. Kindly leave your comments in the comment section. Also, you can tweet at us at Joy News on TV. Alternatively, you can send me a WhatsApp message on the number 0560 800,000 0560 800 000. He's trended on social media and occasionally he does trend. Now he's been quoted as saying a lot of things, but the Zimbabwean ambassador to Ghana said on this platform that all those Mugabe quotes you see are not from the Zimbabwean president. Well, Robert Mugabe is coming to Ghana next week. If you have the opportunity to interview him, what questions would you pose to him and why? Let's get onto Facebook, because a lot of people have been saying really interesting things. Then we'll get onto the streets of Accra. Yao Sapong says, I will ask Mr. President, why are you the one who has been giving us all those hilarious quotes? Well, we know he's not the one who does them. And then, well, he quotes one of those quotes. And Mahama Bako just says maybe he's coming to visit the other Mugabe at Nsawam. Oh, interesting comments. Interesting comments here. More comments coming on WhatsApp. You're watching Joy News Interactive with me, Benis Abu Bedu. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue with all the comments here. Thanks for staying on Joy News Interactive with me. Before the break, we were picking up some comments on Facebook, and people are telling us what they would like to ask President Mugabe if they're given the opportunity, because he's coming to Ghana next week. And Mohammed Astrodamogo says he's most welcome to a peaceful homeland, Ghana. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is such a humble leader, and he goes on and on about it here on Facebook. A lot more comments. We could just scroll up and pick some of the comments here. Bugri Baumia Jr. says, I'll ask him whether the scrapping of trainee nurses and teachers' allowances is a good move to solve economic challenges in the country. Well, he's not the president of Ghana, so he can only give you his opinion about that. Aliu Mahama says it will be interesting to host such a man. I'll ask him whether he has been responding to almost every criticism made against him, just as some presidents do. Atichogbi Victor says, Mr. President, is there no other... Okay, we're talking about handing over governance, but I'm not sure he's coming here to govern this country. Kweku Sagacious says, Mr. President, are you coming to lend us money, or it's because of your people in the Nsawam? Which people in the Nsawam prison? Oh, Sali Fumas alias Mugabe. Okay, I get that. And I think the earlier comment was about a question to President Mugabe about whether or not he doesn't see anybody fit in his country to hand over power to. I'm sorry about that. Isaac Big Bene says, yes, he's coming to visit Mugabe of the infamous M3 at Nsawam, really, Ghana. Abu Siddiq says, among all these countries, why do you choose Ghana? Is it because this current government lends money a lot, or because of Black Rasta? That's why you choose to visit. What's the relationship between Mugabe and Black Rasta? I don't know about that. Kwame King Norega laughs and says, Mr. Robert Mugabe, it's such an honor to meet you. Now, my question, how do you run the affairs of your country looking at your age? Do you believe in democracy and the rule of law? Interesting. I can imagine the response you're going to get, Kwame. Musa Mohammed Mukhtar says, I'll ask him if he's aware of the quotes made by people in the name of Robert Mugabe. And Prince Sakwesi Sakadia says, are you here to visit Mugabe in Nsawam? That's the question you ask him. And how do you feel about all those codes that are attributed to you? Well, a lot of comments there on Facebook, but let's get on to WhatsApp. This one says, my question to Mugabe, what makes him strong enough to resist foreign influence? And his visit is much better and greater than Obama's visit. And that's what Rahman in Hohoy is saying. He says, long live Mother Africa. And this one says, I'll advise him to step down because what he's practicing is not democracy. This is from Abinadao in Bibieni. And this one says that we expect Mugabe to advise this government on peaceful elections, and this is coming from Morris. And this one says, President Mugabe in Ghana. I will ask President Mugabe why all the hilarious quotes are associated to him alone. This is coming from Enoch. Nana Leo in Kasoa says Mugabe's visit to Ghana is not good for us. Well, that's what he thinks. And this one says, we warmly welcome him. Ghana is a peaceful country. And this is coming from Samuel in Wager. And this one is from Prosper in Tamale. Says, I'm happy he's coming to Ghana, and he'll be amazed to see the reason why we've been attributing some developmental deficiency codes to him. Developmental deficiency codes. Quite interesting. This is Aliu Mahama in Busa. Says, I will ask him whether he will visit the current tourist site at Nsawam Prison. Is there a tourist site at Nsawam Prison? Sarcasm. And this one says, he met his first wife here, and he wants to remember that encounter and recommend to others. This is what Prince Gazy thinks is the reason for his visit. Well, I'm not sure that's what it is. This one says, I'll ask him where he gets his quotes from. Well, we know that those quotes are not from him. People actually pick quotes and then just, write Robert Mugabe. And that, but, let's put a rest to this issue and talk about something interesting that's trending on Twitter. Now, the provisional WASSCE results were released a couple of days ago, and people have gotten onto Twitter to have some interesting comments, pass some interesting comments there. Let's take our Twitter trends for the day, and we'll also come into Facebook and pick some comments on one such tweet.
Well, WASSCE is trending today on Twitter. Let's check out some of them. At _Seller, as she passed you for the WASSCE inside, you know it's over. At Obinim _, those of you calling me to change your WASSCE results, stop. You've gone to fool in school for 3 years. Well, you can read the rest for yourself. At Money _Ross, after my cousin made me check his WASSCE results for him, and it reads, I saw terrible things. At Ibn KB1, my little sister blew her WASSCE and my mom is walking in the house singing and waving a palm branch. At Edward Asari 0, after WASSCE results drop, boys be like, I get dondology self, I go do. At _Sigis, his grade was that bad. WASSCE. At Danny GH _, when you realize you have finished your food before checking your WASSCE results. And at J. Barrett, when your malam tells you to bring a horse, so he changes your WASSCE results for you. That's all for Twitter trends today.
Interesting comments there on Twitter, but I decided to post one of the photos that we saw on Twitter, and this one says, oh, what you pull? I mean, in other words, what did you make? What were your results after WASSCE? And he says, why? They are worrying me in the house. My father has insulted me. I want to come to your house. And then he says, even if I cut bread, they say I'm making noise. You can only imagine the kind of grace this gentleman had. But let's get on to Facebook. Let's pick the comments here. And Mama Bako just says, WAEC has no competitor, so they do whatever pleases them. And, well, he's commented a lot about that. Henry Jan says, you are making noise when cutting bread. Someone is drinking water, and they said he's making noise. And says, all thanks goes to those WAEC people. Jay Jeffson Ghana has laughed and says, victim of circumstances. I have experienced some counseling people who passed results as if they never copied when they were in school. And Obed Moxon Kwanzaa says, well, he's laughed and entered a remedial class. Salifun Wanhat says, you should not worry, your time will come. And Abdul Wabu Sadu says, well, he's blaming telenovelas, but I don't know what telenovelas have got to do with this. It's about priorities, guys. If students can't put their phones away or can't switch off the television, it's all about priorities. Well, that's it for Twitter Trends today. You're watching Joy News Interactive. When I come back, I'll show you a video for the day and someone you'd love to hear from. Please stay with us. Thank you so much for staying on Joy News Interactive with me. Today is the first time I'm sitting. Guess what? Because I've got Emanuela in the studio with me. How are you?
Fine.
How's the feeling? You've been in Ghana for a couple of days, or?
No.
You came in
Less than
yesterday.
24 hours.
Okay, Emanuela, so a lot of my viewers wanted to find out from you. How old are you?
I'm 6 years old.
And are you in school?
Yes.
Okay, so how do you do it? How does he merge school and all of this?
What we do is not pretty much. What we do is video. We just film. We film during the weekend, and then she goes to school during the week. And when she has events like live events, it's usually weekend, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay, it's great to have you here. Guys, you can send me any WhatsApp message you want to find out anything from them, and I'll be glad to find out for you. But